ready to start this fight night off right? Because we got two humans that look like they were built out of concrete blocks and buffet tables. It's the king of the 4-round knockouts, Eric Butterbean versus the strongest man ever to flip a bus for fun, Eddie the Beast Hall. Vegas has Hall as a slight favorite, and you know why? Because this guy's benching Buicks before breakfast. But let me tell you something, you can't lift your way out of a left hook from the bean. Odds in Vegas, Butterbean up 140, Eddie Hall down 160. Tony 2 slaps Arena. The former heavyweight contender said this: Hall's a monster, but Butterbean's been eating punches since payphones. I'm taking the bean in 3. Pop star Rika Tanaka says Eddie Hall's abs are made of steel, but Butterbean's got the heart of a lion. Japan loves a brawler. Actor Joey Meatball Mancini. If they hit each other at the same time, it's over. But it will be.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. His name is ESCH, but he's known as Butterbean. You can't mention the sport of boxing without mentioning this guy. And his opponent. Talk about intimidation. Eddie the Beast Hall. He's the strongest man in the world. We're about to see how hard he can punch too. 6'2", 300 pounds.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
And here is Butterbean. They call him king of the 4-rounders, but he can go 12 if he needs to. I'm not sure that any of his fights will last that long. The Beast, Eddie Hall, and he's straight from the tune of Newcastle, UK, and of course, he is the world's strongest man.
Pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Atlanta, Georgia, here is the popular knockout artist, recognized as the king of the 4-rounders, introducing Butterbean. Fighting out of the blue corner from Newcastle under Lyme, England, the first man to deadlift 500 kilos, the 2017 world's strongest man, Eddie the Beast Hall.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this, but it could only happen here.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. No defense for that hook. That's straight hurting. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build. Hold that thought! He just rocked Butterbean, who's off kilter. Look out below! Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The straight right just misses. These two fighters are made for one another. Beautiful counterpunch. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that's Roma. Once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. And he just missed with that left jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Which fighter will say no mas? Strongest man is staggered. The beast, Eddie Hall, is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Keep him on the end of that jab, and you'll get your time in.
Gather in your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence, stop him in his track.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Do you believe this? The world's strongest man is down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield's? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to put it back.
Whoa, Johnny! Oh no, Butterbean! He's in trouble! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And that will do it. What a victory. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
That's lights out right there.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.